Hey guys, my name is Kalila or Callie. Good morning and welcome to day 4 of me knitting on the korshavn sweater and trying to finish it in exactly 7 days, okay? Day 4. So my plan was, okay, finish the body in 3 days. Did I get that done? No, because I still have 6 rounds left of the body. But the good thing is, I only have 6 rounds or 7 rounds left of the body. Okay, so that's great, awesome, amazing. And then I gotta do the yoke. And today is the day to finish the yoke. Like to do it, start it, finish. It is currently 11:07 a.m. I need to edit my YouTube videos. Okay? I like 100% have to. Like, this is something I have to do. I stayed in bed for a while just scrolling through social media, so I didn't really get my morning burst. You know what? I'm gonna finish the body and then I'll start the editing process and all of that. Yeah, no. Okay, here's what's gonna happen. I'm going to finish the body, right? And then I'm going to do the setup for, oh, my battery's dying. I'm gonna do the setup for the yoke because then I start knitting flat for the front and the back, and then I will start editing. But then it depends because I also have to help Malika with that section because she's like, I'm waiting for you so that she can understand more. So that's the plan for today. Finish the body, start and finish the yoke. Gots to happen. Guys, I finished the body, okay? I did not want to film it because I was just like, no, I need to finish the body. It's currently 3:22 p.m. It's okay. It's okay though. Yeah. So I finished the body, right? I'm reading the instructions for the back. And the cast off, that's okay. I do not like when patterns expect you to just assume what you're supposed to do instead of telling us exactly what we're supposed to do, right? Because it says to bind off whatever for the armholes and then continue in pattern. And I'm just like, continue in pattern can mean different things based on the pattern that you're reading. And I would prefer it if it was like, continue in pattern. You may not start from the beginning of the row that you're on. So look at the row basically and look at we're supposed to read our stitches. Of course people are like, that's just normal, that's advanced knitter things. I don't care. Give me the instructions based on what I'm supposed to do and don't make me assume, because people on Ravelry have been saying that things aren't clear and they didn't understand this, which, same. I feel like this is a Salty Day sweater all over again, where it's like instructions aren't clear, so it seems like it's wrong when it's not wrong. It seems like you're doing something wrong when it's not wrong. Anyway, I finished the body, so that's the body. And I'm just like, you can tell us that, hey, you wouldn't be starting exactly from the beginning of the chart row. Keep in mind. Which automatically my brain will be like, oh, okay, so I will start. I will have to look here and be like, okay. That's too much though. Like, and then I was reading the back, right? Bro, first of all, okay, this is a read through the chart, read through the pattern kind of thing. I read through the pattern already, but it says, work the back piece according to chart B. Cool. And then under it is like, note. If you ended off on this, then you need to start here. If you end off on that, you need to start here. I'm just like, why didn't you put that first? Like, you put a whole instruction there where it's like, hey, first row, because we're gonna start knitting flat now. First row, okay, is a wrong side row. Start knitting according to chart B until it measures whatever. But then under it, you have to make sure that you start on the right row based on the row that you ended off with chart A. And I'm just like, put that first. Okay, put that first. Because when we read instructions, we read like, You do this first, and then you do that, and then you do that. If you're doing this first, and then you look to the next one, and you're like, wait, so I'm not supposed to start yet? because I'm supposed, that's a me thing. I feel like patterns should be way more clear. If I'm supposed to be reading, this isn't a recipe, okay? If I'm supposed to be reading your pattern to create a garment, I need you to do everything you can to help me understand. I'm not saying hold my hand. I'm saying make instructions clear. Like, I shouldn't be reading the pattern and going off the rails because it wasn't clear, you know? And then in the next section, in that same note, it says so there are 2 rows where you do decreases and yarn overs. And it says, do knit plain stockinette instead of the yarn overs and decreases. And I'm just like, wait a second. where are the holes gonna be then? How are we gonna make this basket weave stitch if it says to do plain stockinette on the 2 rows that give us the holes and the decreases? That means that there will be stockinette sections for this entire thing. There won't be any holes or anything based on what the pattern says. And I'm looking at her sweater and I'm like, your sweater has the chart. It has the yarn overs and the decreases. It doesn't have any stockinette sections, because then her entire back piece would just look like a stockinette, kind of stockinette. There will be no holes or any decreases, but I can see in her sample picture there are holes and decreases. So I'm like, are we supposed to do something differently? And then the front doesn't have that same instruction. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna follow the chart, okay? And that's it. Because I saw someone on Ravelry, they're like, it says to do plain stockinette, but they're pat. And I'm like, right. So they just did it according to the chart. It turned out good. So I'm just gonna read it according to the chart. Anyway, let's start this yoke and let's see if things are going to be more clear as I knit it up, because it's just getting annoying out here and I don't like being annoyed and recording. So I'm gonna figure this out and then I'll come back once I understand it and it's clear. I have the correct stitch count on both sides after decreasing for the armhole. So after talking with my sisters, I'm realizing that the reason why she said on certain rounds you're supposed to knit edge stitches or whatever, when I was like, how, when it starts off with the yarn over, is because we don't start the chart exactly at the beginning of the row. Like, you have to see where you are in the row by looking at your stitches and reading where you are with your stitches, which is so annoying. So much extra work just to figure out where you are. Like, of course, you know, nice. It's nice to be reading your stitches and knowing how to tell where you are in a pattern. But I feel like I should not be having to, at the beginning of almost every single row, looking like, okay, where am I in the chart? Where am I in this row? Like, no, I should be able to just start it and complete it with no trouble. But whatever, that's not the case. So I'm currently working on this. I feel like I can finish the back for sure today. And then, hold on, I'm looking at the back and then the front. And the right front. Okay, cool. That's just extra. Okay, yeah, so it's just very frustrating and it's making this knitting process not so fun. It's kind of like a drag now because, like, usually the knitting patterns, you know, they get more exciting and they get, like, this is already a bottom-up sweater, okay? You're already a bottom-up sweater, and now I'm having to read every single stitch to guess where I am in the chart and to make sure that, like, that's a lot of work, okay? And then some things just don't make sense, like knitting it in plain stockinette instead of whatever, and I'm just like, why would I knit this in plain stockinette instead of the basket weave stitch pattern and a yarn over pattern? Like, I just don't understand. Okay, I don't. Because if I were starting this without, like me doing this, right? In stockinette, where these are, where these rows are right here with the yarn overs. These would not be here. It would be like this with no holes. That discontinues what the pattern looks like, but that's not what her sample looks like. So I'm just confused. If you have done this before, please let me know, and please help me understand if you got it, because I don't like this pattern style of, hey, you should know where you are. No, hold my hand, okay? Tell me where I am and where I'm supposed to be. That's the point of your pattern. Your pattern is supposed to tell me exactly where to go, so I don't have to think. If that was the case, I could have just designed my own pattern, okay? And I don't expect you to hold my hand as in, like, tell me how to knit and how to purl and how to do this, but you're giving me instructions on what to do. Give me all the instructions. Stop leaving some out. Maybe it's just the frustration talking. I don't know. Once I finish this section, we'll see how I'm feeling then. Bro, this pattern is so frustrating. I have to frog back Malika's own because I just made a mistake on mine where I thought I started where I was supposed to, and it turned out to be wrong. So I guess I gave Malika the wrong instructions as well, because now this part is the same as this part and it's not supposed to be, and it's just like, so I'm just gonna tink back for her because this is so annoying. I do not recommend this pattern. Guys, I'm going to bed. Okay? It's midnight. It's 12:30. Okay? I stayed up and... Okay. Can you say this? Hello? 12:30. I stayed up long enough. So, I finished the back, basically. Can this clear up, please? Boogly, boogly. I finished the back. Okay? All I have to do with the back, so that you can see that the back is done. This is the front, and this is the back. All I have to do is bind off for the neckline, but I have to do that on a row where I'm doing decreases and yarn overs, and that's just a no for me right now, because I read further into the pattern, and when I tell you it gets worse with clarity, like with the lack of clarity, it's worse. It's saying, cast off this. It's not telling you what to knit. It's not saying, knit this amount of stitches and then cast off and then knit that amount of stitches. No. It just said, hey, cast off for the neck. I'm at the shoulders. How am I getting to the neck? Like, and then I was reading the part for the front, and the front is just like, cast off for the neck. And repeat this amount of times. Hello? So am I supposed to, like, I know that means I'm going to have to end up decreasing for the neck, then knitting across. You're not going to tell me that? Decrease, knit across, and then knit the next row without decreasing, because it says you're only supposed to do it every right side row. So you're not going to tell me the actual instructions. Oh my God, don't piss me off. I think it's too late, buddy. It's too late. It's too late. Whatever. It doesn't matter, because, you know, I got skills. I can read between the lines, but I should not have to read between the lines, you know? Between the lines, between the covers of a book. You guys remember that? If you watch PBS, you understand. Anyway, I'm just glad I got the back yoke done. And then I'm gonna get to the front yoke, and it's gonna be a grand old time. I know exactly how to do these. I just don't feel like doing it right now, So, did I reach my planned out goal for today? No, because I only got the back yoke done and not the front yoke. But tomorrow, I'm going to combine that day with the collar. So I'm going to finish the yoke, bind off the shoulders, and like 3 needle bind them off together. And then I'll do the collar. So tomorrow is finish the yoke, start and finish the collar. And then the last 2 days, I will leave for 1 sleeve each. Okay? So that's all that I have for today. I'm loving the way it's working out. Like the charting itself, like when it comes to like the texture and everything, like it's really, really nice. I really love it. But that pattern itself, let me tell you, I would not recommend this to anybody, honestly. The only easy part was the body, because you just worked it around and did the same thing. Other than that, the only clear thing I should say, because it's not like it's difficult, it's just the lack of clarity, which is something I noticed in other people's Ravelry pages. And if you come on here, the lighting's gonna change because the TV's on. If you're gonna come on here saying, well, I did the pattern and it was very clear to me, I don't care. I honestly don't care. Keep that to yourself. And if you comment that, I'm deleting your comment, because this is not the time for you to be like, well, it was easy to read for me. I don't care. I didn't ask you that. Okay? If you found it difficult to understand at times, let me know. Okay? Let me know. But I'm not looking for the people who got it. This is not the time to brag about how your comprehension skills are elite. I don't care about that. I care about the people who are struggling, like me and my sisters, okay? But no, for real. I know people comment things to like be like, well, it was, but that's not what I'm looking for, okay? Anyway, that's all that I have for today in this video. Oh, I'm sorry, Thundy. Kayla's cat is just sleeping right here. You're so cute, Thunder. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I got good progress. I'm very happy with the progress that I got today. Let me show you what this is like on me. Well, not like on me, because I can't try this on. It's freaking bottom up. But, oh, that's horrible lighting. Let's go here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, here it is. The best I can do is this. And this is where the bottom is. This is my crotch area. And then this is where that is. So I'm gonna bind off for the neck here. Yeah, look at how clean this transition is from end of round to flat. Like, yeah, anyway. This is a very good length. I'm loving the length. The actual length of a sweater that I love, So, and then it's gonna get longer with blogging probably as it relaxes, which is totally fine. Or not, because it'll probably stretch this way. Either way, I'm tired. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me even this out. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening to my ranting, but I feel like that's what this is for. I love that I can just rant on here, because on TikTok and Instagram, the videos have to be so short. It's like you don't really get my full rage moments of these patterns, okay? So that is all. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Share it if you want people to knit along with me or just watch me. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.